Bass now to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Trying again, following the sack. Bails out of the pocket quick. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Has a man, it's A-Chan. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Working quickly here. Second down carry for A-Chan. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. Headed out right. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Dolphins with a likely punt coming up. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Going play action, Tagovailoa. He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on fourth down and gets them the first.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
They've got first down from the 31. Here's A-Chain running right. Room to run inside the 20. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
32 stinger.
First down from the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Leading 10 yards now as they line up at second and goal. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal.
Good save. Go ahead. Turbo 3, kick. Out.
Tagovailoa off the play fake. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Terry Johnson has it. And the Bills take possession of the football. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Play action now, Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Shakir sent in motion left. Allen fires out wide, complete. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take the lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
And now the Bills offense staying out. They're going to go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Throwing it just before halftime. Oh, no, they get him yet again.
Those defenders, well, they're just as excited as all of us when we get to see a 2-point play. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and can energize a defense and give them that swag when the defenses stop them.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Washington now to return. He's out of bounds on that return, Brock, because that takes us into the break. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Bass now to kick this away. D. Eskridge to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Let's go. Ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Achane reels it in. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's got Smith. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
What a great opportunity for him. You can almost feel that bounce in his step. Facing the southpaw, and he gets to rush the blind side. Anytime he beats that right tackle, it just comes down to his closing speed and his finishing ability at the quarterback.
All right, here we go. Second down.
44. Ready.
Putting a receiver in motion. After the sack, another pass on second down. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it off.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
They're out and set. First and 10.
5 wide.
It's Allen out of the pistol. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Offense up to the line fast.
Middle.
Cook trying this one up the gut. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Zach Sealer there to bring him down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third.
Here's Cook. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Hey, hold.
Allen now on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Alert.
9-yard loss. It's now second and 19.
They'll run it with Cook. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's Bills ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. The Dolphins with an extra DB out there. Third down coming. Here's a give to Cook. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Looking to throw. Gets this to Kincaid. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out. He's going to carry on.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
And he's touchdown about 5 yards shy of that 1st down marker. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 18 on 2nd down. He's got it at the 5. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Now it's Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills leading by 6. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal.
Half 85.
Cook. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
Now 3rd and goal.
Alert! Look out!
Now run by Cook. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bills stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. It's a James Cook touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
And now the Bills going for 2 again.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They give it to the back of the zone read. And right back into the end zone he goes. So one play, it's a touchdown. Then the next for 2, and he's extended their lead. Bass now to kick this away. Washington now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
2 and out from the gun. Into traffic, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got second down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get two hands on it and take it the other way.
Here's Tagovailoa again. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Hey, come on, two. Come on, two. Come on, two. Hey, 21 TM.
Now to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
They're right here.
Here's Tua again. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet.
Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
So now big spot for the Dolphins here as they line up for two.
21G, 21G.
Are lining up for a 4-point conversion.
Setting up to pass. And he reaches the end zone, so the two-point conversion will cut the lead down to 6. Down a score, less than 45 seconds left. They know they need to get this back. It's close, but oh yes, the Dolphins got it back. Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now a give to Cook, running left. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Stop.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And the Dolphins got it.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Number 1.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Getting out to his left. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
All right, come on.
To throw. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A conversion unlikely, but the offense is going for it. 4th and 13. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
5 wide. Off 52.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Pass it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. The Bills make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. It's a James Cook touchdown, his 3rd of the game on the ground. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.